Welcome, everyone and all, to the NerbNet podcast, part of the NerbNet Daily Network of Awesomeness. If you guys want to check us out, nerbnetdaily.com. It's where our news articles are. And, well, we get news articles from everywhere. So, what's interesting to us is maybe what's interesting to you. So, check us out, nerbnetdaily.com. I'm here with AJ Epic Games. Hello, AJ. Hello.
How are you nearby?
I'm good. I am good. Hoping the chat's good. Hope you guys are awesome. We got some awesome topics for you today. I'm going to let AJ go over some of them, just briefly.
Okay. Well, we've got 7 today. First one, Twitter is being blocked by Turkey, or at least they're trying to.
Like the sandwich meat?
Wants to block it.
The sandwich meat, right?
Not quite the sandwich nearby.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Secondly, we've got an app for antisocial people. You can actually avoid people with this app. That seems a little bit far-fetched. Just saying. Life hacks from Lifehacker. I don't know too much about this one other than instead of when you go in a cinema turning your phone off, they want you to use this app. We'll learn more about that. I don't really know much about it.
Okay, so also we have the stupid, most ridiculous, fun game ever called the Goat Simulator. So we'll go over that. $100 savings for a new Windows PC if, I'm not sure the terms and policy, but they're trying to get people to upgrade from Windows XP, which I think still 1/4 of America is on Windows XP. Not surprised with all the medical and all that. Let's see. Tax Act for violent video games. If you guys don't know, video game companies get a lot of tax cuts, and they're trying to take that away. Oculus Rift, the second development kit, has been released, and it's a high price but awesome HD. So those are our topics today. So if you guys want to watch them and listen to them and hear them, stay tuned. Back to you, AJ.
Okay.
Just kidding. It's funny.
Once we've gone through these 7 topics, we'll be doing random free play time. So Nearby's going to be doing that since I don't have the game.
I'm going to be playing the game that we picked, and it's actually somebody posted on the forums. If you guys don't know, forum.nearbynation.net, there is topics for NerbNet podcast, and in there, there was a game posted by somebody. The game is Minji. Let me see who posted that real quick so I can give them the credit where credit is due, because it's kind of an awesome game. Now this is just the demo, of course, because we're doing free to play, and that's the free to play part is the demo itself. But let's see. Frazzle on the forums commented and said you should try this. It's a realistic, awesome driving simulator game. So we're going to be doing that. Okay, so now on to our first topic. Turkey moves to block Twitter at the IP level. So if you guys don't know IP, that's your internet protocol. That's your IP address on your computer and stuff like that. They're even going as far as blocking Google DNS, which if you don't know, which if you are at school, okay, this might get you in trouble at school. But if you're at school and you can't get to a certain website, you can actually make your DNS Google's DNS, and that'll reroute you around most protection. So you can do 8888, and then I think it's 8844, and then if you do that for your DNS, then that pretty much clones Google's DNS. And they're trying to get around that. See, previously Twitter users in Turkey turned to Google DNS, as some people do. You know, I kind of do at work too when I try to play games when I'm on lunch. So, because blocked by DNS stuff. But yeah, apparently they're trying to block everything. The Prime Minister, I believe, of Turkey does not want people to use Twitter, which is crazy because you hear about things called the, I want to call it Intranet or OpenNet or something like that. That's actually supposed to be more of a, it's supposed to be more of a satellite-based feed system that you can actually receive but not send out unless it's an emergency type of internet. And I think that'll help out in places like Turkey because, like, you want to know updates of the world, and you're being blocked by one of the most top social apps that there is. So, I mean, that's just, I don't know about that. I don't think a country should be able to block you from a certain website, especially a social website that's that influential these days. I think Twitter is pretty much over Facebook these days. So the fact that you can just be like, no Twitter, guys. Sorry. I mean, I get it if a school personally wants to do it, but I don't get it if it comes down to a whole country. Don't forget, if you guys want to chime in on your answers or your questions or your thoughts about the topics that we have, at NerbNetDaily on Twitter, unless you live in Turkey, you can message us there. So hopefully you don't live in Turkey. If you guys live in Turkey, I'm sorry. You can't message us there. Which, if you live in Turkey, you probably don't even get Twitch. I don't know. I don't know how that would work.
Twitch?
I don't know. I mean, if you block Twitter, what smaller things would you block as well? It seems like you would block a lot more than just Twitter.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Wait, what's Facebook? I'm living with that MySpace life. Nice, Sergeant. Yeah, everyone still lives the life of MySpace. You guys don't do that? I mean, I'm a Justin Timberlake follower, so I personally follow MySpace because that's my key routine. So, all right, so our next topic is pretty awesome. The anti-social network app for, I don't know how you say that. Is it called Misanthropes?
Misanthropes, nice. I think.
Now, I do want to say that I am using XSplit now instead of OBS, so the switching between scenes is a lot more smoother. I'm hoping you guys are enjoying that if you saw the first podcast. But let's let's let AJ go over this one.
Okay, so if we look down here, you've got a picture that actually shows you. You can see where other people are, so you can specifically avoid them. I think that's just absolutely crazy, atrocious.
But that's
the Cloak app is what it's called.
I don't understand like how this works, because like, wouldn't you have to like befriend them or something to know where they are, or they would have to have location based on? And most people don't like location based due to the fact that they don't want people to know where they're at.
It's a little bit, as I said before, far-fetched.
It's like, AJ, can you turn your location on so I can avoid you? Like, really?
Oh, here it is. Second paragraph. Cloak promises to give its users an incognito mode for going out in public. Cloak scrapes Instagram and Foursquare to let you know where all your friends and non-friends are at all times, so you never have to run into that special someone. So it's for avoiding people you know.
Yeah, but still, again, like,
everyone.
how many people actually use like the location-based system on Instagram and Foursquare? Actually, I think Foursquare is a location-based app, isn't it? It tries to chime in to where you're at every time that you go somewhere. So I guess I get Foursquare. I've never heard of it either. I don't use it, so maybe that's what I would get. That like Foursquare, definitely, probably. But oh my gosh, AJ's at the coffee place. I'm not going. I'm not going
there again, man. I met this guy once, and he's on the app. It's okay. He's not here now.
So I kind of like Lifehacker. I've been watching it lately, the news-wise. So I want to like bring an article of Lifehacker to the podcast every week. Something that's interesting and awesome. Previously, I just went and watched 2 movies, Divergent and Fast and Furious. Or not Fast, my bad. Need for Speed. So, reloading the page didn't help. Diego, no, it didn't help with OBS. This is so much smoother. But yeah, so I watched Divergent and Need for Speed. Both of them were awesome, but I saw both of them at Cinemark. And there was this stupid ad before everything that said, make sure to turn your phone into Cinemark movie mode. And I think that's fine and dandy and all, but like, isn't the main rule to turn your phone off?
Usually, yeah.
Not to just turn it into cinema mode?
I mean, that gets rid of all distractions, not just the possibility of a phone call, but Facebook and Twitter.
Using the phone during a movie is even worse. It says theater chain Cinemark wants to train away this behavior with positive reinforcement by rewarding users who turn off their phones during the movies. Let's try not to message me in TeamSpeak, guys. Please don't do that. To get rewards, you just install the simple app and then you activate cinema mode. I'm guessing it probably works on where you're at, location based. So it's another one of those location apps that you probably have to turn on to make sure that they know that you're actually in the cinema place. Because what if you just turned it on and like all of a sudden you started getting free rewards because it thought you were somewhere? So it probably has something to do with location based. I haven't got it. I might get it next time I go to the theater just to see what it's all about. Let's see. I wonder if this should play for you guys. Maybe.
Cinemark App
I'm halfway
now
through.
features Cinemark,
Oh, yeah, it's-
an exclusive and interactive way to earn Cinemark
Yeah, it's
coupons
kinda
and
playing.
rewards while being courteous during the show. Here's how it works. Download the Cinemark Theaters app for Android or iPhone. Locate the Cinemark app icon on your smartphone. Start the Cinemark app by pressing the Cinemark app badge icon. Once inside the Cinemark app, press the Cinemode button. You will be reminded to set your phone's volume to vibrate. Just before your movie begins,
I love the music.
activate Cinemode by
Yeah.
pressing the Turn Cinemode On button. Your screen will dim automatically. To earn coupons or rewards...
Oh wait, so the screen dims so you can actually tweet and stuff during that mode because it dims your phone down, right? Is that how that works? No, I thought it was funny though because all these... I have the Samsung Galaxy Watch. Right there, the watch. And it always talks about don't talk on your phone. Will I get in trouble if I talk on my watch?
Huh.
You think they'll actually yell at me for talking on my watch? They better not, because it's just a watch.
Yeah, unless you're calling your car to come and get you. Get it?
Unless you call your car to come and get you?
Get it?
I don't get it.
From the TV series.
Okay. Nice. Dick Tracy?
Tracy?
Dick Tracy.
I don't know.
Okay, never mind then. Let's go on and move on to the next topic. So this game looks ridiculously awesome. I saw a couple videos on it, and I definitely want to try it. If I can get my hands on it, I don't know if it's free or if there's a demo or not, but it's called Goat Simulator. And I don't know if you guys watched the video yet, but it is amazing. Wonder if I can find a video real quick. Let's see. There it is right there. There's the Goat Simulator. It's definitely pretty awesome. Let's see if I can find a video real quick on Goat Simulator. I could probably find one.
Send me the link.
There's probably goatsimulator.com probably has the video. Oh, pre-order the game. So apparently you can pre-order the game. Oh, here you go. Here's the trailer, guys. Here's the awesome trailer for Goat Simulator. You guys ready for it? If you haven't seen it, it's pretty awesome.
I haven't seen it.
Sorry for the loud music. Apparently it has really, really loud music. I'll turn it down. There we go. It's a trampoline goat. New lick feature. Ooh. Oh, you can like lick stuff. Look at the tongue. Oh. Do a barrel roll.
Oh my god, the axe swinging goat.
Yeah, with their tongue. You think the tongue would fall? Oh, it's got a park bench. There you guys go. Goat Simulator. Pre-order today on Steam. So if you definitely want to get some Goat Simulator, that's something to get into. Let's see. I'll read this article for a second. The people-licking, goat-rocketing, open-world madness that is Coffee Stain Studios' viral hit gives players the chance to experience what few gamers offer. Pure comedic chaos. During a recent hands-on session with the title at Game Developers Conference 2014, I experienced all of the following in span of about 30 seconds. Headbutting humans, tongue-lashing basketballs, plowing into cars, cars plowing into me, pool trampolining, and shooting through the air like a poorly aimed missile. That is amazing.
Awesome.
I want that game now. I definitely
I.
want it. If any of you guys want a Steam, give it to me, pre-order and just say Nearby Gamer, I'll take it. I'll play it live. But no, that game looks ridiculously awesome. For something just to have fun with.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's multiplayer.
That would be awesome.
Can you imagine
could you
10
just
goats?
imagine? Yeah, 10 goats running down the street, mowing people over.
Wow, that would be hilarious. It's definitely something I look forward to.
Yeah, me too.
All right, so the next topic that we have, try not to get through these too fast, but Microsoft sweetens the deal. So if you buy a new PC, if you guys don't know, if you're still on Windows XP, I kind of want to know a poll. So tweet me at Nearby Gamer or at NerbNet Daily if you're still on Windows XP. Or if you still use Windows XP for one of your machines. Microsoft wants you off of Windows XP. In fact, let's see. This article was done a day ago, so 16 days to go before the operating system reaches the end of life status. End of life status. That doesn't mean that the operating system is going to just die on you. But it does mean that there's no security patches or updates or anything like that unless you get them from a third party. So that means that all the nursing homes and hospitals and schools and all that's still on Windows XP, which I know a lot of them are going to have to update. Or they're going to be left in the dust, and they're going to be at a very critical stage where anybody can just go in and hack their systems. So, let's see. Let's see what this is all about. First off, you have to actually be browsing Microsoft Store using a computer that's running Windows XP. I wonder if there's a way to put compatible XP mode. You know how you can do that? Right-click and run in compatibility mode. If you run in compatibility XP mode on a Windows 8 machine, if you would get the $100 discount.
That would be an interesting workaround.
It definitely would be. So, yeah, if you have an XP machine, go to Microsoft Store. Still, though, unless you're getting a tablet, build your own machine and don't worry about buying a $100 off PC, because basically this is all for a Windows Surface. Most companies these days, even like the big manufacturers, are either going laptops or all-in-ones. And pretty much if you want a dedicated gaming PC, you have to build it yourself. You're going to have to build it yourself. Or buy it from a third party that's putting together. But still, the cost of them versus you just putting it together yourself, definitely just put it together yourself. It's a lot cheaper. And I don't want to hear that I don't know how to build a PC. It is so simple. You watch a couple videos and you'll probably instantly know how to do it. You can't really break anything these days. Well, I mean, you can. Most of the time. Depends on what... if you get AMD, I think the pins are still on the CPU. If you get Intel, the pins are no longer on the CPU. They're on the motherboard. So it's a little bit harder to totally ruin a CPU these days on Intel side. But yeah, if you own a Windows XP machine, please update. See, John DSI just said, built my PC and I was 13. See, it's really simple. Madcock says he has 2 computers on his desk. One is Windows 8 and the other is Windows 7. I'm starting to enjoy Windows 8 the more I use it. It does take a minute to get used to. Windows 8 is one of those operating systems that it just takes time, and over time you get used to it. I have Start 8, which is Windows 8 start menu on your desktop. So what it does is it basically Windows 8 look a little bit like Windows 7. It still has the same ability as Windows 8, so I can still use the Metro interface and all that.
Yeah.
But I don't have to deal with going to the Metro interface every time I want to look up an app. I haven't tried 8.1 because 8.1 supposedly does that for you. It gives you the start menu back. Diego, you're right. Actually, though, Windows Vista, Windows 7, and Windows 8 are all on the same kernel of Windows Vista. They're just different versions and variants. So there is bug fixes and all that in between all of that, but you're still looking at Windows Vista and all those people that are out there going, I hated Windows Vista. Well, deal with it because you're still using it on a daily basis. Next topic we got, Republicans. Actually, I'll let you talk about this one, AJ.
Okay. People want video game companies to pay more money, probably because they hate us.
Well, more because of violence.
Yeah.
They feel that companies that create violent games, such as Grand Theft Auto, should not have a tax break or a tax credit, I should say, from the system. They shouldn't be able to get a tax credit because they're creating a violent video game.
Yeah.
So the Tax Reform Act would be an overhaul for the U.S. tax code presented in GOP representatives and House Ways. It means Committee Chairman Dave Camp explicitly states that the new tax code will prevent makers of violent video games from qualifying for the R&D tax credit. So an R&D tax credit is research and development. They get a tax credit for doing that, and it helps out in video game development a lot, at least when it comes down to the cost of video game development. Can you imagine every single new game, kind of like skirting the border of should we go really, really graphically, violent, or should we just stay PG-13 so we can get that tax credit?
Yeah.
Right, Sergeant? You only killed 50 people. There is no relative information that says that video game violence actually turns into real violence in real life. So I think this is stupid, and it's going to just anger the gaming community more than anything, and more violent games will come out than anything else out of this.
Yeah. I can't remember what was actually said, but I read somewhere that it actually said violent video games don't actually induce anger. It acts more of a release for your anger, if that makes sense.
It does make sense. I mean, you can put your anger out on, beating somebody in NFL than, trying to tackle some kid outside of the schoolyard.
Yeah.
Diego suggested that Vista wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. If you know how to deal with computer issues yourself, it's not bad at all. Otherwise, it can be a huge pain. I used to work at a PC repair shop. 75% of the computers we got were Vista-based. Only 10 were XP, and the rest were 7. I quit before 8 came in. I hear that. It might not, but do you know how hard it is after playing GTA not to run over someone's riding? Wow, mad. You shouldn't just run over somebody riding a motorcycle just because you played GTA. But I do know how bad. I'm just sitting there every time I see somebody walk in front of my car, and I always tell my girlfriend, how many points do I get for this? It's probably
for me, it's the complete opposite. I don't have a car, I have a bike, so I'm always looking behind thinking, is he coming for me? Is he coming for me?
Exactly. John says, you don't see me killing everyone with guns.
Yet.
Sergeant, in the end run, it could mean that violent video games might cost more. They might add a fee on there to make up for the money that they're not getting from the government. But that just depends. I don't, but that first urge just to see how far they can fly, or how far you can get them to fly. E.T., you're late. You're late, E.T. So our last article today, or at least when it comes down to this, is Oculus Rift. The development kit has gone on sale. So
I'm really looking forward to this.
I want
Virtual
it.
reality.
I totally want it. But
Me
I
too.
know that if I get it, it won't be as good as the end product, the end result.
Yeah.
Because, this is just a development kit, and that's what it's meant for. But definitely, and somebody mentioned in the chat earlier, Star Citizen. Oculus and Star Citizen is going to be amazing together. A whole bunch of other games are being built just for Oculus, which seems amazing. I think Oculus even bought out part of a company. Speaking of games, have you guys played Hearthstone, Heroes of Warcraft? That ad that's at the top. Have you played it yet, AJ?
No.
It's a free-to-play card game that's actually really interesting. I was waiting for a video to render last night, and I picked it up just because it was like 1.5 gigs, and I was just like, I can download this in a couple seconds and start playing it. It's actually a really fun game. But yeah, anyways, about the Oculus Rift. Looks like it will be, the DK2 will have 1080p OLED displays for each eye, so that's double HD if you want to say it, but not really, considering that the same way it works is you're going to be seeing both of them together, put your eyes together, so it's really just 1080p. 4K displays are probably what's going to be the best for this, but I don't know, I haven't had my eyes on it yet. But I think it would be really awesome to play around with.
I think it would be fantastic. Imagine if you could record it. What would the recordings be like for YouTube on Oculus Rift?
You can record it. I've actually seen some YouTubers record it.
Oh, can you?
It looks a little bit different. It's hard for us to see itself. Slender? Oh, Slender while on the Oculus Rift? That would be insane.
Oh,
I would be
you couldn't
scared.
look away from the screen.
Well, you could turn your head, because the way it works is by motion. So you turn your head, and your character would turn its head. So you could turn your head away from Slender. But just the fact that you turned around with your head, and then you saw Slender, you'd be like, oh my god! That would be scary. So, let's see. External camera will also enable head tracking from the stats perspective. It sounds similar to PlayStation's Project Morpheus, announced yesterday. Again, if you guys don't know, let's open this article real quick. PlayStation just announced this. I haven't actually read over this yet, but I know they announced it. It's a dev kit with 1080p display with 90 plus degree field of view. So it's basically VR for your PlayStation 4. Who knew that this was going to happen? Probably everyone. I mean, you see Oculus Rift, PlayStation, Xbox, I think, announced something similar. It's just like first one to the money pot is basically how this works. Amnesia with Oculus Rift would be scary too. Diego says, I wouldn't mind getting an Oculus. I'm just not in a position to purchase one currently. I understand that. I don't have $350 on me. But if I did, it would be for an Oculus. Doing Minecraft with it, I have seen some people do Minecraft with it, and I've seen some pretty awesome stuff with Minecraft. When Star Citizen comes out, do you want to play together? I've been in Constellation. I don't actually have Star Citizen. I never actually purchased it. It's one of those, like, you had to pay for ships and stuff, and I'm not one of those pay-to-play type of people. Like, if it's one cost, I'll pay to play. If it's $10 for this, $10 for that, I'm not generally into it, because virtual currency, it's not for me. The dropper, remember the dropper that we did? Can you imagine that with the Oculus Rift?
Oh, that would be so scary. I wonder what dying would be like.
I don't know. Dying would be really scary.
Yeah.
Okay, so going back to our topics here, we're going to go over the game BeamNG in our random free play. So give me 1 second to get that up and going. As you can see right here, I have BeamNG. It's apparently nighttime, so that's awesome. Let me turn the sound up just a little bit. Done. Play. So this is BeamNG. This is like a realistic simulator for car crashes. You gotta remember how to actually drive this. Okay, so I think in the demo you only get a truck, but it's pretty much, this reminds me of back in the day, N64. There's a game called, what was the game called? Rush 2049. Ooh.
That sounds familiar.
And it pretty much kind of looked like this, except for the simulation of the car wrecking and stuff.
Hang on, I think it was Rust.
No, it was Rush. Whoa! This is real-time play, by the way, guys. This is me playing it. As you
I'm
can see,
watching the demo.
I think I totally like broke my truck's broke. Awesome. Is there a restart? Oh, look at that. R for the restart. So I don't know if this game is out yet, but I do know that if you like simulators, it's definitely a game to check out. BeamNG.com, I believe, is where you can get it at. But it's one of those realistic physics.
The crashes, the damage to the vehicles, it's really realistic. It looks awesome.
Yeah, it is. If you see any lag, it's probably something to do with good old awesome OpenGL and XSplit.
XSplit's pretty good, actually.
Really? Okay, maybe there is no lag. I have dropped 0 frames, so if there is any lag, it's probably something to do with that. Whoa! But BeamNG is what the game's called. Oh no, this is gonna be insane. Let's see if we can get up there. Aww.
Oh, I didn't notice that. The information you've got on your dashboard is actually accurate, it looks like.
Wait, hold on. How do you zoom into the dashboard?
I'm just watching
Oh, there it
the trailer.
You know what? It does look accurate.
Yeah.
Move over dirt. Here comes BeamNG.
Imagine playing GTA with this.
Oh! The dashboard actually cracks.
Oh.
Yeah. I just wrecked my car. The dashboard actually cracked.
Nice.
You can change your car? How do you change your car? Let's see. Exit the mission. Aw. Looks like the game crapped out on me. It's nearly done. Options. That's just color and stuff. I think with the demo, guys, I can't really change my car.
No, I think you only get the one vehicle in demo, don't you?
Yeah. So I can't really change my car, but that's pretty much the demo. Ooh, that's really loud. That is really loud. But yeah, so that's the game. If you guys want to go check it out, beamng.com. I think somebody might have thrown the link up there. If they didn't, I will.
I think it's going on to Steam as well.
Is it going on Steam?
I don't know.
You can go check it out here. beamng.com/content. And actually, the video looks a lot better because where I was at was just a free tech demo. This actually shows, and you can buy it now, apparently. Let's see. It is just the base price, which is $15. Give a little extra $5, show us a little love. But yeah, you get all updated to BeamNG. Includes free for alpha, beta, including the final game, soft body physics sandbox, 6 detailed customized destructible vehicles, 6 terrains to explore and drive across, frequent free updates adding terrain, vehicles, features, gameplay, and add bugs and adds bugs now and bug fixes. Fully modding and content creation capabilities, makes maps and vehicles and scripts gameplay. Awesome, awesome, very awesome. I don't know what awesome is, but it's awesome. Also in the full game, it doesn't crash when you exit. Yes, nice caboose. Use the built-in terrain editor and any 3D modeling, image editor, and text editor software. So basically, you can build your own maps. So that'd be awesome. Now, is it multiplayer? I don't think it is. It'd be awesome if it was. I can imagine crashing with your friends.
That'd be a lot of fun. I wish there was a player ragdolls as well.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome. Player ragdolls.
Hmm.
Let's see. Nearby Star Citizen isn't what you think it is. You only need one ship and gather resources. When you get enough of in-game money, you can buy the ships in the game. So you talking Bonsai? Are you talking about like the reason why the ships cost so much was just for the Kickstarter? I think that might be true. But still, people got better ships because they wanted to pay a little bit extra money. I get the need for the Kickstarter, but for people to be able to just jip their way into better ships, I think it should be you have to build your own ship, or you have to do something to earn your own ship in game.
That reminds me of a game. Was it StarMade?
StarMade, yep.
Yeah.
Kevin, I actually had a friend help me out last night. I think I played for 4 hours last night. I only recorded 2 episodes, but I played for 4 hours. Because it takes a long time to start out with. I still haven't got rain, and I'm on day 17 of Minecraft. So, yeah, just say that. I'm waiting for rain to start to do episode 3. You paid 220 EU, I'm thinking is what you're saying, or E. So... Alright, so now we're going to go over this week's agenda. So, at this point, we're going to go over what we're going to do for the week. AJ? I'll let you start.
I got quite a bit. We've got the Borderlands and DNS together.
Which we've been doing good keeping up, guys.
Yep,
it's been 2 weeks pretty much
that.
of straight content.
Yeah. Mini games. Are we doing mini games together this week?
Yes, we'll be doing mini games together too. So if you guys enjoyed the mini games, definitely check that out.
Yeah. Me personally, I've got quite a few single-player mini-games that I'm uploading as well, and a new series called My First Reaction. So I'll be playing games that I've never heard of that are free on Steam, and just sort of giving my initial reaction to them. And
Nice.
them.
So you'll just be like, well, this is the game I play, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
So you'll be doing like the game and then like your first reaction during the game? Playing it?
Yeah.
So what type of games are you going to be playing?
I'll be playing the game while I do it. Well, I've recorded one episode, and that's Air Mech. That's a great game.
Air Mech?
Yeah.
Never played it.
Great game.
Hey, Sergeant. Yeah, I saw Mini streaming the other day. Actually, last night. Let's see. For me, personally, I got the DNS co-op with AJ, which that's a really awesome thing that's going on. We are having problems. It looks like it's going to have to be whitelisted with everyone off of it during our times of playing because the last episode was pretty bad on that. We had it crash twice on us because the people that were on it actually had their part of the server being crash worthy. So whenever you went into their chunks, it crashed.
Yeah.
Not so good. Also have the mini games and Borderlands 2, which is definitely awesome. I really like the response that we're getting from Borderlands 2. It's awesome. I'm glad you guys are watching. And then I just started 2 series just for single player myself because I want to play through South Park. So if you guys like South Park, I enjoy South Park. I know my gameplay is pretty much a PG-13 type of thing on YouTube, but for that game it's going to have to be rated R or rated M for mature.
Very mature.
Okay, E.T. But yeah, it's going to be rated R for mature or M for mature. Is it R over there for your rating system? For games, or is it M?
I think it's R.
I really like the RPG aspect of the South Park, so that's what's going to probably get me into it the most. And the fact that I love the storyline. I love anything that comes with South Park. So, and then we
watched a video on that. It gets freaking weird.
Weird but funny. Come on.
Yeah, scary weird though.
Yeah, I know. There's probably really inappropriate scenes.
Oh yeah, you should see the Nazi babies.
And then of course, Skyblock has returned. If you guys don't know, this is by Bacon Donut, but I'm not sure if it was initially by him because I know there's tons of other people doing this before he created the mod pack. But this is just a Sky Factory mod pack on the ATL launcher. Basically, it revolves around 2 mods. Well, actually, 1 mod and the add-on for that mod. I can't remember the names. They're pretty hard to say to begin with, but
Ex Nihilo.
Yeah, Ex Nihilo and Ex Anilio or something like that. But they're weird mods, but they actually make Skyblock more interesting in so many ways. The fact that you can pretty much get anything from just sieving stuff is awesome. It takes forever, but it's definitely awesome. I found a new interest in it, I can tell you that. And I just sat on there for 4 hours last night just putting dirt through a sifter. Actually getting enough saplings to turn into dirt, to put that through a sifter, to get stone, to break stone, to turn that into gravel, to break gravel, to turn into sand, to turn sand into dust, and then sift the dust for more stuff. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. to start off with. I did end up putting Energy Manipulator on there, but I did talk to a friend last night, Acute Effect, and it doesn't seem like it's needed, so I probably won't be using it. I'll probably find other ways to manipulate the system to actually make stuff faster, because there's a ways to automate the sifting, or sieving, as you want to call it. So I'm probably going to be doing something like that. Other than that, we have the NerbNet podcast, NerbNet Daily, if you guys want to see articles go up daily. So there's that. We're looking for other people to join us. If you'd like to be part of the crew during the podcast or during just throwing articles up on NerbNet Daily, you can apply at nerbnetdaily.com. So if you send an email at apply@nerbnetdaily.com, you'll get a response back. And we're just looking for other casters, whether you do video games or you're in the tech and gaming review type industry. You just want to hear about stuff and want to read about stuff and show people about stuff. We're definitely looking for people to join us. We're looking for another 2 casters, or 2 people to join the cast. So, and let's see, is there anything else? Ask us anything, guys. So you can either go to NerbNet Daily at nerbnetdaily.com on Twitter. So I'll throw the link in here. Or you can go ahead and ask us in chat, since there's not that many people in chat to begin with. If you guys want to ask us anything about what's going on this week, last week, or anything about the articles, or get your perspective in. That's an email address, not a link.
The first one's an email address.
The first one's an email address, guys. Not a link. Totally different. Destroy. Hello, Po? OLID? Hello, Po? What's that mean? I'm confused.
I think he accidentally hit P.
Maybe.
Yeah, guys, any questions?
Anyone at all? Speaking to the nation out there. We're dying slowly. When is the vanilla Minecraft server back up? When I get time to it. It's going to be one of those things that I need people to work on that as well, because I don't have 100% of my time to do everything. Between the gym and Jess and recording the episodes that I do get to record, there's not much time. Why don't you live stream that much anymore, Caboose? I'm thinking about it. It just depends on what time I can. It's one of those things that I want to get back into because I really want to do stuff and talk to you guys, but it's one of those things that, again, time constraints.
I'm exactly the same. I've got college, and then I'm trying to dedicate myself to YouTube.
Yeah, I'm trying to get back on the YouTubes. As you can see, there's plenty of stuff going on there. Calder left? Yes, BCW. That was on our episode 17, I do believe. We saw it, and we tore it down because it was in the middle of our base, and we were moving downstairs anyways. So, speaking of, I think I need to render out a couple episodes. I will, Brandon.
A few tweets. Banzai just tweeted about the Oculus Rift. If you get easily motion sick, then you don't want to have this on for long periods of time. I could easily understand that. Imagine the spinning that you'd be doing and all the movements. I could understand that.
Oh, I was looking at the wrong thing the whole time. That is my bad, guys. There we go. Let's see. Yeah. Bonsai just said, yeah, exactly what AJ said. Sergeant said, yes, I do have a Windows XP. I don't use it, though. I'm sorry, guys. I was looking at I was looking at me instead of notifications, so that's why I wasn't seeing anything. I was just like, okay, nobody's going to tweet. I want one person. Diego says for something along with the stream or me to do the sub newsletter or something different entirely. Speaking of the sub newsletter, I should have sent that out. That's one thing I forgot to do this time. So that is my fault. We had 30 people sign up for the sub newsletter. If you go to Let me find it real quick. Let me find it. I know I have it somewhere. There it is. If you go to that, you can sign up for the sub newsletter, which I hopefully will send out next time. Totally forgot to this time. But what that does is it's like a spam thing whenever I go live or whenever we have Nearby Nation events. We'll probably send something out to you through that mailing list so you can open it up and figure out what we're doing. And it'll be secret. Nobody else will know except for the people that sign up. So.
John DSI, it's a DNS server for just me and Nearby at the moment.
Yeah.
A few people were allowed on, but they broke it.
Yeah, it's been trouble. Like, I went ahead and allowed people back on after me and AJ got off, and I crashed like 3 times that day, and I was just like, really? It's because they have their own base over there that they're doing something a little bit, I'm guessing Minecraft illegal, as you'd call it.
Yeah.
Which is basically ended in the server crashing twice with us just trying to record.
Yeah, you should probably watch episode 17 to see how that turned out.
What do you think about the Steam's alpha thing and they're not following the self-upload games to Steam and spamming it with old games? Steam's alpha thing.
They have an alpha thing?
I don't know exactly what you're talking about, but it seems interesting. The early access thing on Steam?
Green light, do you mean?
Do you mean something like Greenlight?
That's been on there for quite a long time now, hasn't it?
How do you get the DNS pack, Bonsai said? You can do that through the ATL launcher. So let's see, ATL launcher. You can download it here, and you can download the individual packs within that, so you can get the DNS pack itself inside of there. Other than that, I don't think there's anything else. You guys are awesome today. Again, we are definitely looking for... Yeah, the server will crash when you log in and play up. Looking for new casters, more people. So if you're interested, make sure you go ahead and email us. Apply at nearby or nerbnetdaily.com. And we'll see you guys once again in another... you have something else?
Yeah, what sort of information should they include in their application? So obviously, why do you want to be a part of the cast?
Yeah, obviously why you want to be a part of the cast. If you have a YouTube channel or not, that's not very important.
If you have Twitch.
If you have Twitch.
If you would be willing to live stream it or not, or...
It all depends. We have different positions to do different things. Definitely have people that could just post news articles that they find legitimately.
Yeah, you could be a researcher, you could be a commentator. It's up to you.
We're also looking for articles from you guys, so if you go to forums.nearbynation.net and sign in there and go to the podcast section. So if you see right here, you can go down to the podcast, Nerb podcast section. There is news article submissions, so you can post your own news articles here. If they're interesting enough, we'll go over them. Show notes get kept here, so that was last week's. I'll post this week's in there as well. And then the schedule, we've been asked multiple times. It just depends. We want to do it on Saturday at 1 p.m. Unfortunately, yesterday I was doing stuff with my girlfriend because today is her birthday, and she had birthday party stuff yesterday. So I wasn't able to get around to do that.
How old do you have to be to join?
I don't want to go by an age. I just want to go by maturity. So you at least have to be mature. I don't want to John it because I remember Alpha Teal.
Yeah.
He was really young and really mature at the time.
How old was he?
I think he was like 15.
I miss him.
Yeah.
I think he returned to YouTube.
He did, under a new name, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, so if you guys want to join, just send your submissions to apply at nearbynation or nerbnetdaily.com. Me and AJ will both have access to that, so we'll be able to see who's applying and give you feedback. Other than that, guys, you have been awesome. And we'll see you guys once again on the NerbNet podcast.
The timing on that.
Nice. Bye, everyone.
Bye.